Moorlands Radio Sport, in association with Leek Building Society.
Joined by the Congleton Town manager, Richard Duffy. Richard, your first pre-season friendly of 2025, a 2-2 draw with Alsager. What do you make of it?
Yeah, first game. Rusty. Some really rusty performances, which is natural. And yeah, we need to improve from there, and no doubt we can and we will.
Yeah, you certainly will. And but there was chances, and I think you guys were creating more of the chances if anyone was going to win it.
Yeah, I think we created enough. But yeah, just our play was slow, lethargic. And fair play to them. They were in a good shape and stopped us doing some things we usually do. But yeah, as I say, first game, no injuries. 45, 60s for most people. And yeah, like I said, it's really rusty performance, really lethargic, really slow. Warm day, dry surface. So yeah, listen, it is what it is. We know what pre-season's like. They're tough, and it's about getting the boys up to speed and getting them in the right place for the season. And we've done that for the last couple of seasons. So I'm not too concerned about the rustiness. It's not how we start, it's how we finish. So it's a long road to where we need to get to, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Two lovely goals for yourselves. Ethan with the equaliser just right after half time, and then George with a lovely strike right at the end of the game. You must be pleased that they're getting on the score sheet even at this early stage. Yeah,
so it's always a positive that you're attacking players, and especially George, but Ethan as well, still popping up with goals, which he did a lot last season. So probably keepers pulled off a really good save from him first half from a lovely cross and a header. So yeah, really good. Some good performances, some average performances, and some that need to get better. And like I said, no doubt we will and we can, and we look forward to it.
Yeah, you've got 5 more pre-season friendlies, so it's certainly going to come in time. And you've got some really good fixtures. Russia Olympic, which was recently announced to get you lads ready for the new season.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have another one as well. But with us not in the prelims of the FA Cup, obviously we need to put one in there. But I'm sure we can do that. But yeah, some good tough local games. We Akershall Tuesday. We were in the playoffs in their league. Then Abbey, who won the playoffs in their league and have strengthened again. So some teams that will put up a good fight and no doubt have the quality to beat us. So. But it's not about that right now. Yes, we want to win games, we want to keep clean sheets, but it's about getting the boys where we need to and getting ideas into them. We've done lots of ball work, but not really a lot of ideas have gone into it. Lots of people training who haven't been with us, and it's about trying to get them up to speed and then implementing a few things in. So there's lots of boys here who were here last year, which understand and know the way we go about things. If we need to tweak 1 or 2 things with different personnel coming in, which we might have to, but we won't do that until we actually see the game.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying on social media about is there going to be signings coming in, but you've retained 99%, if not 99.9% of your squad that got to the playoff final last year. How big was that for you and Louis Dodds and the backroom staff to get it all done?
Yeah, it's important. Everyone goes about you've got to sign new players all the time. You've got to freshen up with you need 2 or 3 out and 2 or 3 in, and that's what we'll do. We've lost 3, maybe 4. We've got 1 or 2 in, unfortunately away on holiday at the minute, and that comes with the territory of pre-season and not being full time. But listen, we'll build the squad to try and compete again, and that's all we can do. It's going to be a lot tougher than last year for me. And yeah, it's something we'll look forward to when it comes there. But we've got a lot of hard work to go to get to where we need to go.
That being a lot tougher, is that because the pressure's going to be on you lads because of what you did last season? Obviously we've got Bury coming into the division as well.
I don't know about the pressure. I just think we won't be the unknown quantity of last year. I'm not saying that anyone underestimated us, but I just think it'll be harder. I mean, we've hit the ground running last year, and saying that we did start pretty slow and found it a little bit difficult. But we always do. We try and it's all right saying we want to do this, we want to do that, but until you play a few games, you see where everyone else is, and if you need to tweak then as you go along, which we did last season, we'll do that. And it's all well and good having an idea, but you need the players to pull off the idea. And at non-league is bloody hard. So really hard recruitment to get players in. But we're working hard. We're watching games. We're speaking to players. And unfortunately, it's a minefield where everyone thinks they can, or thinks they're better than on what you can offer them. So it is what it is. We might have to pick the dribs and drabs up of come towards the end of the pre-season, and if we need to do that, we'll do that.
Yeah, and this is the first time since 2022 that you've not gone into a new division, because obviously you went Midlands League and then you come up, so you've got that bit of stability. Yeah,
it's probably a good thing. Well, not a good thing, obviously would have rather got promoted, but we haven't moved league sideways or anything like that, or relegation or whatever. We're in the same league, so we're coming up against similar teams. They'll change managers, players. A lot of teams have a big turnover of players, so yeah, they'll take a bit of figuring out and working out again of the league and what teams are going to be strong. But I think once we do that, and we're 10 games into a season, we'll hopefully find ourselves in a decent position.
Finally, you have made an addition to your backroom staff, Peter Ward. What that guy doesn't know about non-league football is probably not worth knowing. How important is he going to be to you and Louis Dodds? Yeah,
great to have Wardy on board. Loves a phone call. My missus loves him at the minute. 10:30 at night, the phone's going like, Wardy, come on, mate. But no, listen, jokes aside, he's great to get on board. The knowledge of the game is great. And the knowledge of players, not just locally but around the leagues as well. So he's one we tried to get in last year. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him in, and he's come on board with us this year, so we look forward to it.
Yeah, Rich,